Yes and hello, I'm D'Artleon and welcome to another session of Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time we mostly did like story stuff, right? We mostly I don't like how both the mouse and the thing are fighting for the control here. We mostly did like a bunch of story stuff. We went into the new town of Brinehaven, I believe. Brailhaven, I apologize. And we've been invited into the runner of Louise at this time. However, it feels like we're about to have a dungeon, which is why we kind of stopped this here.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can only imagine what the interiors must look like. You said it, Halkenberg. But yeah, it really feels like we're about to have a dungeon, so
At last.
we've got to seize the first foothold of an infiltration. Soon enough, Louise will be within our grasp. So yeah, our aim today is to get like the scroll for the prince's spell, something that Gallica is going to be in charge of finding. Here we go. Go in.
I'm leaving.
No matter of until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze. I remember he's got like a soft voice for a big bad wolf.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much as from Lisa's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
what you need?
You the new guy? Hang on a minute. You're an Elder? Well, and that are our side. Just do your level best, alright? We ain't shy about casting off those who aren't strong enough to keep up, so be sure to pull your weight, you hear? Okie doke.
You're not
Well, at least they aren't, like,
serious.
racist, I suppose.
Hey,
It's you, I saw the exhibition. You put on quite a show, huh? You really gave those Sanctus what for. And you're one of us now, aren't ya? Well, just for a new friend. It's weird that these guys don't know we actually fought Zorba. A station room is up on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was Well, that's not your voice. What was that? Heh, happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic control lock mechanism?
yeah?
If it gives a suspicious element out, you know, like the bastards pretending they're grants when they're actually assassins,
I see.
seems like a secure system. I assume you need the key to get around?
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to... I really like his prides. You want to walk freely around the run now? Then you're going to have to move up the ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading touches whispers among yourselves, eh? Quit the gossips and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forget we're inside the Gauntlet Runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what we've got here, we're letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits? Oh, he does look imposing. Gargantuan man. So, that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition? Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with a countsman.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for ya, I'd keep it to yourself. Before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
Okay, he's actually got a name. What? These peasants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Hey, leave it out, Xanth. Get your ass back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home, tail between your legs. None of us have any tail. Wait, does Hazemay have a tail?
Seriously.
Just gonna stand there and move, or are you gonna move? Come on.
Here.
And this looks to be Lord Louis's, and this would be Lord Louis's quarters. Just the reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show you a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Louis is waiting inside. Enter. He's got a soft voice. Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. There's a lot of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You'll be safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else.
Excuse me? What do you mean you need to ask little else?
Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Okay, so this is a test, I guess.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
How?
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
Of one question?
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray.
Is it anxiety or is it just that we, like, actually hate you?
But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice. Alright, apparently my voice just went there.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
I wonder how Gallica's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side. I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this.
I mean, it's helpful that she's so small, right? Like, this is something that only she could do.
This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Songstress, interesting word.
Is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big. And now I know where it is.
I mean, it's not... Surely it's not like...
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's alright.
She's stronger than all of us.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is!
Ah!
I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
Okay, but how do we get them?
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at a luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning this runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
And you're like the quickest and the smallest.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
No, but go off.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
Ah, he was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Santh, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning. Wait. Hold on. The soiree is in like a month. Like 20 days? 21 to be exact, but like we're going to go to sleep like right now, so it's not. So we have like 20 days. Oh my lord, it's going to be an actual Persona 5 thing, isn't it? Where you have to infiltrate and just do the boss fight, huh? Alright. Well, I suppose we're in for the long haul. I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this in like 2 days. Nope, that's like
Look at that.
20 days away.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Lisa's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of this area, the ones holding up the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
If we mean to attack, a short decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare as well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we would win their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. Let's take precautions.
We have to prepare first.
We need to be prepared so we can, as we can before we attempt this.
Yeah.
Right, the new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Infiltrating. Short decisive battles. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then,
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows, they might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure our route to the quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. Well, again, we have like 20 days to get into that. But like, I was expecting a different way. Operation. Infiltrate the Caradius. A mission with a deadline has begun. Because of storms, an inclement weather condition may occur around Brilhaven. Meet with your allies in Worship Harbor to infiltrate Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Luis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, starboard corridor, port corridor, and the bridge. You need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge, in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Luis's Gauntlet Runner, huh? Well, Okay.
Well met, eh?
So, thing is, this is yeah pretty much like the whole thing. We haven't really done this before, so I don't know how to like actually go about this. That being said, I'm going to assume that like both
I'm just incredulous.
the things that we were told about that are true. That we will need to get some information by like the season man here, the informant. Oh yeah, you have like a ton of them, and they are a bit expensive, but crew quarters, Sergeant Xanth. Learn about the tactics and weaknesses of Sergeant Xanth in the crew quarters.
Fancy a bit of info?
There's a man called Sergeant Xanth among Luis's subordinates. He's the officer in charge of the Chadari's crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Xanth! Oh, that departed-looking guy we saw at the radios the other day. What, an acquaintance of yours? And you might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength as justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor in the Colosseum, too.
Just between us.
He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak to burn and poison. Poison? Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. Oh, gotcha. I'm sure paralysis and stun will work well too. But Luis values power, and so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, if Luis trusts him, you can bet his strongest blazes.
Gotcha.
I see, so we'll have to find ways to inflict status elements, of course. It will certainly be a dangerous fight if we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared, so let's head there when we're ready. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with information I just heard. I'll put it away so we can check it later. Well,
Fancy a bit of info?
that old fart, eh? Maintenance Chief Seba, eh? He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you'd expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. Okay, so basically don't attack with physicals? Yeah. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, he will bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting. Okay, so basically, Stroll is gonna be bad in that fight.
Just between us.
That said, that buyer won't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either, from what I hear. To win, you need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having him bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him.
Let's see.
That guy sounds like a massive pain in the... if we don't improve our skills, we're done for. And since he uses magic that repels physical attacks, we'll want to find some way to dispel that too. Okay, well, good to know. Port Corridor Master Glaucom.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Glaucom is in charge of the Port Corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that though, I value my life. He's an intense person in lots of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around him. You'll want to watch out for it, or it will daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protect against that. Might be worth checking out.
Just between us.
All the blood rushes to his head, so he falls in for being provoked rather easily too. Real easily though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy along, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally you won't have to fight him, but if you do keep that in mind. Okay, so basically this guy is weak to night in the defensive way.
I guess so.
We need a decoy then. You know, I think there's a skill that would be useful. But if we aren't strong enough, our decoy could fall and our strategy would be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our combat skills before fighting him. I see the scrap of paper inscribed with information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Okay. And... oh, there's like a bunch of them. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
The Gradius Hellsman, Cabio, is stationed at the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Juna. I have to say, I know how you feel. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. I'm swooning here. I almost think she was a goddess.
Come on.
We're not paying for that! What's his fighting style? You planning to spar with him? Well, he's the one who Luis is granted the privilege of being the hellsman among all his minions, so you can bet he's a strong one.
Between us.
Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in a storm once. A rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second in command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it?
Thanks.
Guess we better prepare some electric attacks then. But he's one of Luis's hand-picked officers, so it might be a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit before fighting him. Slow and steady wins the race after all, no point in hurrying. And I received the paper. Interesting that if there's a storm, he won't be there is my assumption. So maybe we infiltrate in a day with a storm is one guess, but you don't want to do that because in bad weather you can't combo off. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
Salva, you say? He's the Caradio's guard chief. Got some business with him? He's not someone you'll have the opportunity to meet with often. His job is to patrol the Caradios on the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. I'm busy to guard against that.
That's between us.
I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances though. Maybe this reaction is time slow with all wearing that big helmet at all. And that's about it. Remember that on the off chance you find yourself against him.
I guess so.
No doubt he's powerful if he's in charge of Luis's guards. If we don't come at him with all we've got, we're in trouble. We need to be confident and be ready to fight. Oh, when he uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it will be trouble, but maybe we can retaliate with some of our own. Okay. I mean, in for a penny, I suppose.
Cheers.
There's a lot of shops in Billhaven dealing with rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's a butcher who sells marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt on the water shop. But the only other specialty good you can get from the village nearby is really mellow milk. It's rare, what's rare depends on the person, suppose. You cook, do you? I respect that there's more to you than your strength. That reminds me, the younger of the Magnus brothers, he's cooking. I've said too much. Forget it. Okay.
Cheers.
Do you know a village called Inando, a little ways up north of here? It might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still shopping to do there. Then again, they sell mostly rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe if you polish them up, you'll find some rare treasures. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb, which is a bath salt, and mellow milk, as well as 2 brushes, the specialty. That's about all I can think about. Stop by if you're heading that direction. And I receive a scrap of paper about it. Alright.
Hey, listen.
Well... Wait. Who said hey, listen?
I'm just incredulous.
Okay, well... Okay. So we've sort of got a few game plans, which is... bothersome. I don't like the idea of a bunch of plans. No, hold on.
All right then.
Well, first things first. I guess go here. The question is, like, is that thing what I think it is? Well, there is a guy here wanting help, so might as well try to ask for help.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all. My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these full horns are hardly an ideal canvas of my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what are you hollering like that? Oh, I am simply a customer who takes pride in my exacting detail of imperial skill. I take master horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. My mechanic has progressed to the level that these meddling hordes can withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad. If only there was a horde that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horde worthy on a skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgas, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monster. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated great amount of valor in the exhibition of the brave. If only someone like that was about. Oh, can it be? Now that I've got a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate that everyone is talking about. Yes, of course you could save me in the darkest hour. What's with the theatric? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever, you're going to give us a reward for this, right? Of course, of course. My pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the ogres within the nest of the monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located out of town. If you want more details, an informant would be the best bet. There should be one of the greatest cuts, you know, the travel in the Inn district. Yeah, I know.
Give it a shot. Gotta get prepared.
Okie doke. Okay, so... No, that's not who I was looking for. This is the guy that gives magic. Alright, Wait, no. Right here?
Pardon?
Yeah, right here, okay. Not where I was going, but it was where I needed to be.
Welcome.
It's all about the tournament. They should allocate more manpower into slaying the masters. Anyway, here to look at the contracts. Oh yeah, you're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. I can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go sliding now that you've got a bit of a pay raise. I hear a voice within my mind. Heh, no, thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting is a calling of your name too. Thanks to Katharina's bounty bonus, my reward money for completing bounties has increased. Fatalics. Lich? I need to slay a Fatalich in the Tomb of Lament, north of Brilhaven. The informant in the tavern. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't care. Just give me the contact, dude. Promising. If you really insist, it's yours. You'll find the target holding the old cemetery. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I get it. I promise, I get it. I get what's happening. Don't worry about it.
Let's see here.
The Tomb of Lament is here. Pretty far north, isn't it?
This place.
There's a runner.
Which one?
It is pretty far north, but like.
Got it.
Okay, well, it is what it is. So that gives us two things more to talk about with the informant. This is the informant episode, dude. Alright, well, we could always talk with that guy, but I don't feel like talking. I feel like right now all of those would be like a waste of time in any other like respect.
Let's go.
Alright, back to the informant.
Fancy a bit of info?
Money makes the world go round, as the saying goes. Long as you've got it, yeah. Okay. Well, Ghost of the Tomb of Lament.
Want in on this?
The Tomb of Lament, eh? Of course I can tell you all about it. The band is called Fatalic. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called Echimenza.
Just between us.
It's not the fighting two enemies at once, that's the problem. When Echimenza's around, Fatalic's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic. Well, okay, hold on. I accidentally pressed right click there. It uses powerful magic, or so I heard from a bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with his life. You better either prepare for ways to protect against magic, or use the dimension's weakness, wind, to take it out quickly. As you might expect, seeing as it's a ghost, Fatalic is weak to light. Gonna have to keep that handy.
No kidding.
Got it. The best tactic is to devise a way to protect against its magic and also summon wind and light magic on her own. There's a Guitarus over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. That's about it. Wow, okay, so the voice I've been giving this guy is quite tiring after a while. Yeah, it like completely went into my throat at that one. What's your step unless you want your next step to be into the grave? And the Fiend is the Fiend of the Forsaken Tower. We've spent like 4,000 just in more than 4,000, like 10,000 in Intel alone.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters.
Ooh.
The Forsaken Tower is here. It's in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
And right there's a labyrinth.
That's interesting.
Oh, I smell trouble. Nice little village.
A village.
Ooh. This place.
I wonder, can you like travel all the way there? Because usually, like, they want you to.
And right there's a labyrinth.
They usually want you to come back after a dungeon, right? Right.
There's a runner. There's a runner.
So I wonder if I go all the way there, if I ask to go there and stop in the meantime here, what will happen? Right? Is this going to be like a 5-day journey where you have to like, where you just stop here? Or like, can it, is it going, like, I mean, we're going to have to see it like by stealth, right? Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called the Orgras.
Just between us.
Be careful when it stores up power. The next attack will hurt, let's just say, so keep your defenses up. But I've heard that if you remove its buff before the next attack, the damage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You'd best be sure to use some of that. I received a scrap of paper. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Well, I suppose this kind of gives us the direction we need to be going. Hate I'm going to have to do this, but we're going to spend a little bit of time with more.
Now, where was I?
Well, well.
I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them if you've a mind to show me? Which archetype?
Welcome.
Alright, so for starters, remind me what your mission is. My assignment is to defend the general. From the looks of it, you still have plans to it. Okay, oh, you want me to do the general. Which is something we gave to Will. Okay, so the biggest question we have that was like actually worthy of like I actually did not get like magic is gonna be Hackenberg's thing. She's going to have to find a way to like go all the way up to electric with you. So we need to get this one to rank 6 so that she can like do electric, and also kind of bring Stroll's maids up to that rank as well. Don't go all the way. No, don't do that. Alright. So, no. Also on the rank 6. Okay. Now, the big question was, how do we do physical when the opponent has physical defense? Like it repels physical. The first question is, okay, the physical guy is Troll. Alright, don't need to question that. Haze May is on the gunner. And the gunner has poison shot, which seems to be like a rank 2 thing. So maybe giving that to Will would also be nice. Will already has the gunner. Poison shot is on rank 3. I mean, most of these guys can get to rank 3 with like a fruit or two, so that shouldn't be too big a problem. The commander can increase defense for 3 turns, which is important. This is what we're looking for. I remember saying it. So, when you know, do I also want Hazemate to have that? Hazemate is the quickest. As much as I hate to admit it, we need to either get Commander to 20 or
that is...
I do want to get Cleric to 3. But also in the meantime, I want Stroll. Stroll is our physical guy. Rank 10 on the Swordmaster should be fine. So, like, trying to get the Pugilist. I mean, those all look cool, but they aren't really anything crazy. Okay, so we have our plans. And those plans are that Will now is a commander main. Okay. He's a commander main, might as well
do make yourselves comfortable.
give him the commander. Okay. Well, I want him to also be able to heal the team.
This should do it.
Will is going to suck for a bit. Okay.
Oh. You'll come again, won't
Well, I guess it is what it is.
Huh.
We're going to have to just, like, go through this. No reason, no point in complaining. We will do what we have to do. Alright, real quick, go into Martira, and the main street is fine, yeah.
Let's go.
So that's what it's come to.
And we need to deliver like one of these missions here.
Hey, you.
How grand.
Hey?
I take the scent of food on you. I will judge its worthiness, so please show me the dish you've brought. A dish with a soft textures that uses mellow milk. It was benevolent bread.
Cheers.
So this is the dish you chose. It seems to be a little more than plain white bread, however, the distinct aroma. Ah, the gentle fragrance of fresh milk. You have used the mellow milk that Martira prides itself on.
What are you playing at?
The soothing softness feels like it enveloped everything. This is exactly the dish I was looking for.
Sure.
So, I take it we passed? Indeed. The people of this town needed a dish like this. I'm sure it will help them give a spark to move forward
I
again.
appreciate it.
Even I cannot hide my admiration. As promised, your reward.
Mission accomplished.
Well, this is about half the money we spend on information. I want to bring smiles back to the faces of the townspeople here, and yet I could think of no way to accomplish it. You, however, have provided the most brilliant answer, one that proves you genuinely care for the town and its people. Yeah, as such, I will diligently offer your endeavors. Chefs and kings alike, yeah, whatever. You're so kind. It's a lesson I learned from my years of royal palace, but I certainly point whatever. But now I fear I must take my leave. Please still be? Why, I'm going to cook for the people of Martira. Their wounds of the heart have not yet healed, after all. And having tasted this dish you provided me, I find my zeal for cooking renewed. I have much to learn before I perfect my craft.
Cheers.
If by chance you were to become king, I would not be opposed to be a thing.
Yeah.
Well, we've now got a world-class cook on our side. We better leave this all we've got. Okay, well, cool. I'm happy.
All right then.
Alright, with this finished,
Where to?
we are going back to Portal Haven, but we want to be, I guess, at the Worship Harbor? No, wait, no. Well, whatever. We're somewhere we don't want to be, but that's fine. The Golden Runner. Okay.
Everyone is here.
So,
Now then.
What lurks below?
Certainly.
this is the tower. This is the tower we're tasked with cleaning of masses, is it not? Another place far removed from civilization now.
Keep your wits about you.
The farther from the city, the greater the danger. We ought to be prepared.
It's your call.
It's pretty far. We'll have to come twice before we get there. Shall we get back by the night after tomorrow? Oh, so 3 days? Of course. Well, it depends on you lot. We'll need extra time if you plan to go wandering. Alright, so
Here,
I get it.
what should we do?
So the idea is that, like,
And there's
this is 1 day, this is 2 days, this is 3 days. So it wouldn't be like too big a deal if we go here, clear that, and then we spend 3 days, but we spend just 3 days, not 5. Okay.
Good night.
And I am pretty sure that they also said that one of these missions is easier than the other. We're definitely going to have to, like, for the ghost guy, this is 3 days traveling, not 3 days not working. But yeah, I agree. It would 2-day work week would be nice. I agree with that. How's your day been, Sigma? Welcome to the stream. Damn those bastards for think I'm making it up. I definitely saw it. I know I did, yeah. I mean, I'm on to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It gets so damn much. I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind of generous shell could help me. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind of fellow would bring it to me, I'll give it 15,000 reeves. I don't care either way, but we would have to like convince everyone. I don't. It doesn't matter to me either way. Right, you were a kind of the exhibition. And also, has Poro answered? Then that makes this easy. They think I need just a quick jaunt away if you're got a gauntlet runner. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be after I finish the stream. Again, like you can go ahead and answer for me if you'd like on my behalf. Just say that it doesn't matter to me either way. That being said, we are gonna do something like that. Let's make something new. Let's not go somewhere that's already filled with strangers. So what? So what was the other you're looking for? It's the pride of Inando, the toothbrush of Hygienia. I need you to buy it for me. Of course I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until the August 9th. Any longer, and I will really have to go have them pulled. So please.
Let's give it a shot.
My guy just wants, like, a toothbrush. He's willing to pay 15,000 reeve for a toothbrush.
Nice little village. Here's where we are now.
Worst case scenario, like, I could either do it for you if you'd like, or, like, even give you my personal one. Like, those are all choices. Because, like, my personal one is just, like, pretty much empty. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking with people around town, see what they need. Might as well do them. Yeah, it should be easy, don't worry about it. Please, mister... No, that's... I need to make a more boyish voice, not a girlish voice. Please, mister, I need... Make your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice, where is that coming from? You're that kind of from the exhibition, right? One of my friends started talking about how cool you were. This is a Rust voice. Listen, Sigma, I have like 3 voices, okay? You get what you get. If a child is a little bit rusty, a child is a little bit rusty, okay? I have 3 voices. I have this voice, I have this voice, and I have this voice. Anything else, you're lucky. Alright? Alright. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
So that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like. Yay! Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers from the flower shop? Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flowers you can get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring the city and look for a wildflower.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans. It's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We've got to go on, so how about leaving this one to us? You're really nice. You're really nice, mister. Then will you bring me a flower?
If so...
You can become well supported in return. Basically, you just... Also, going from Gallica's voice, which is already pretty high, down to a voice that's a little bit high, but it's also like boys. It's actually kind of hard to go. Like, yeah, I could probably do just the boy's voice and my voice, but doing like these 2 voices, Pretty much, if I go to Gallica, I need to just reset my codes and then like actually do another light voice. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere. Yay! Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, I promise. I'll just wait here till you've got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before then.
All right.
If it's a flower from another city we need, I bet the church will have it. Why not stop by St. Fermis Church and ask? Alright.
Give it a shot.
And this will increase our tolerance. The thing we're looking for is the weather lady, but that being said, Alright, well there is two more exclamation marks around here. Oh my lord, this is just going to be... I hopefully remember to like edit this video so that it's not like... It's just one very painful video where I just speak with everyone while nothing happens and I make that the title. Like, the video where nothing happens and I just speak with a lot of people.
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children?
Huh?
Sorry, blood of children! Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. One that looked about the same age as... They say that you've been traveling across the country helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as well?
Oh, what a pity.
During a training exercise, the city's guard corps were ambushed by a human, and there were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the substocks are exhausted, and I can't make it myself, as it requires ingredients found only in master-infested forest. You'll do it? Truly? I cannot thank you enough. The medicine I develop is derived from the fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit the place first, and if all may know about this.
If you can help.
One dragon thistleberry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it will be difficult, but lives depend upon it.
Let's give it a shot. Whoa.
Well,
This place. Oh.
There's a runner.
Oh.
There's a runner.
And right there's a labyrinth.
That's interesting.
This place.
Why would they...
We'll face danger here.
It feels like that would be the easiest one as well. Okay.
Alright then.
Let's go.
And there is someone in the Night Prowler. Okay. By the Night Prowler, but over familiar man.
Greetings.
Well, if it isn't my friend, Will, what a pleasure! But why the long face? You're letting as if I'm a stranger. But you visited Night Prowler, I'm its founder. If it is of our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off, a little man. We're moving kinda fast. What do you even want with us? Well, I'm hoping you can do some negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to take it back in my hands. The man in question is a respected Ischia noble, whereas I am but a humble Paripus entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law biting me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. But of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you might find quite useful. Ah, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, bloodsport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ischia fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure.
Well then.
I'll be here. You just let me know when you've got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. So we're looking for a pump of Siski, huh?
All right.
One who enjoys watching fights? You're thinking what I'm thinking? I don't know what you're thinking.
All right then. Go.
Yeah?
Alright, so this would be pretty much all the missions as far as the map is concerned. I did not mean to press that. Okay, well, that's good for them. I honestly do not much care for it. Where's the weather lady?
Let's go.
Young man.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah? What's this?
Where is the weather lady?
See there.
Blast this heat.
Young man. Young man.
You're not serious.
Well met, eh? Aha.
Oi!
Oh. Wonderful.
It's weird that they don't
Lovely.
have one, apparently.
Proper aces. Wonderful.
I guess they don't. Alright, I might like go back to Martyra just to see about that. That being said, alright, Will, I need you to go into Commander.
The battlefield is mine to conduct.
Interesting voice line there. What is your thing? Make enemies more likely to be stunned by support attacks in the overworld. Okay, so whatever. It's the same as the Seeker, but okay. Well, let's pick up the last bit of intel and like leave.
Fancy a bit of info? Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after the Dragon Thistle Berry. The Cockasados, the lords over the area, loves them too, so be careful. The Cockasados will unleash terrifying attacks that if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. Fuck my life. I recommend having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those wouldn't hurt neither.
Between us.
Hope your Dragon Thistle Berry does go seemingly. Alright, so basically this is a thing that mainly the gunner is going to deal with. Okay. Bro, I'm already tired.
Alright then.
And again, like, is there no... Oh, okay, I see here, okay.
Yeah?
So, if I read the map correctly, she's right here. Perfect.
Simply amazing.
You there.
Arrogance here. Okay. If you'd like to know the weather tomorrow, just say the word. I can predict it up to 2 days in advance. It's only 250 rev. Let you read the weather.
Fate speaks.
A good choice. Behold, the weather forecast.
Let's see. here,
We'll face.
and right there's a labyrinth.
Well, it's going to be
We'll face
fine
danger here.
all day, every day. 3 days, the bad weather.
We'll face danger.
Okay. So, in a way, I kinda should do the Tomb of Lament first. Yeah, okay. Do the Tomb of Lament, do the
We'll face
forest,
danger here.
get another reading.
Simply
Oh, wait, I
amazing.
need to go back to
All right, then.
the town.
Where to?
Let's go.
Yeah, like, let's speak with them for the sake of, like, having the intel we need.
This I cannot fathom.
You there, Elda. Your very presence is disturbing my prayers. Don't need to spell it out for you, I'm telling you to leave. My word, not only are you an Elda, but you're dull-witted to boot. Alright, I mean, cool.
What is it?
Oh, what brings the young candidate here? Do you have business with the church? We hear you started offering something outside the ordinary for sale. Would you happen to have any flowers we can buy? Oh, indeed. We now sell rainbow flowers. It is not a fresh flower, however, but a handicraft. Its resplendent rainbow colors and soothing beauty are highly regarded by the believers here. It's rather valuable, but I shall be happy to give it to you for a trifling donation. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything for free here.
Come on.
There is something about it that's unusual. I bet that boy would be happy to get one. The sanctor did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a closer look. I mean, it's like 500 if whatever. Alright. And this shall increase my tolerance, which I appreciate. I mean, it's nice to get one mission, like, over with. Like, right off the bat.
Yeah?
Oh, this blooming heat.
Did you perhaps bring that rainbow flower for me? Here you go. Thanks, mister. Wow, look at it. It's all sparkly. This is gonna be great. So next... Wait, next? You just got to give this place to my friend and say, I love you, please.
I don't know.
Hold on, kid. You really think he should confess you're your friend in your place? Excuse me. What if your friend falls in love with him instead? Well, that wouldn't be good. But I'm scared. I wish I could be brave like you.
Right?
You almost ran out of the city gates looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Men will do anything but talk to their crushes, yeah. Alright, I'll take this flower and I'll be honest about how I feel. And I've got to tell my friend how great you are, Will. Thanks for your support.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know, maybe he'll bring some more people to the cause. Well, yeah, like tiny annoying people, whatever. Wait, did he just give us like 4,000? Whatever, I'm not complaining about money.
Alright.
Unfortunately, tolerance hasn't been like our main point. Alright. Well, we're done. We're done.